Hello everyone and welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas. Today is day 6 and we are so thrilled to see all of you joining us from all around the world. So today we are going to be opening the next bag inside of our 12 Days of Christmas box, and I want to remind everybody out there that even if you didn't get a box, we want you to play along with us and use your Gina K Designs products that you have at home, and you can create cards similar to mine or to any of the designers that are sharing their videos today. Today we are going to be joined by Jennifer McGuire. She has a video, not here on my live, but she has a video on her channel that she's going to share. And also Mindy Egan has another video that she's going to share. And I actually saw Mindy's card projects, and Mindy and I are a little bit on the same page on what we're doing today, but two completely different techniques. So after you see what I do, make sure you check out that. So before we get started, let's say hello to Tom.
Yes,
This is our formal. Well, you're formal. I'm in a sweater, but close enough, right?
Close enough. Wonderful. It's your show, so you get some leeway.
I get to be almost in jammies, right?
Yeah. Oh, there's an idea.
We should have a pajama party.
Okay.
All right.
See how this stuff happens with Gina?
So how are you doing?
I'm much better than horrible. I'm enjoying these fun days, and we are almost at the half point. Can that be?
It is. It's the halfway point today. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Well, we're having fun and celebrating Christmas every day.
It's amazing. I've had so much fun just going into our Facebook group and seeing all of the beautiful things that our members are posting over there, and also on Instagram. I've been searching the hashtag on Facebook and Instagram, and your projects are absolutely amazing. So we're so excited that you're playing along out there.
We hope there's a lot of fun going on, a lot of relaxing, just taking a break with your crafting stuff and your crafting friends in this season.
Definitely. So do you have a word of the day for later?
I do.
All right, awesome.
Of course.
So let's get into the box then, okay?
Let's get to it.
So everybody get your 12 days box ready to go, because we are going to open it up. And for anybody that's just joining us for the first time, and believe me, every day there's somebody in our Facebook group that says, oh, I was out of town all week and I'm just getting started. So when you open your box, inside there is this sheet with the QR code that will take you over to the YouTube channel, and you can start on day 1 and watch the entire series, or just jump to whatever day you want. For anybody, like somebody's saying they don't have audio, we do have audio. It must be something on your end. So I would say go out, refresh, come back in. So hopefully that is working for people. Tom, do you want to just check on YouTube to make sure there's sound? I saw a lot of people saying, oh, there's the music. I love the music. So I don't know that there's sound issues for sure, but some people might be having sound issues.
Some people are having issues. It doesn't appear to be from our end. So I would, I'll put up a little note to go out and come back in if.
Yeah. Yeah, and Tom, if you could check on YouTube also. Oh, you just did? Okay, great. So a lot of people are saying, I can hear you. It cut out for a second. You know, it's so hard to tell because different, like YouTube at different parts of the country uses different servers and things. So hopefully you guys will refresh and be back. Yeah.
People, that's what they're saying, that it fixes it.
Okay, great. All right, so let's grab our day 6, this nice chunky little one today. This is exciting. Let's see what's in day 6. All right. Okay, sound is good in Oklahoma, Tom. I just saw that, so that's good.
Always is.
It always is. Oh, and the cute little seal. Let's open our day 6 bag and see what's in here. Ooh, 3 little tubs of glitter. We've got Starlight glitter. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, that is going to be a favorite. And then we have, what is this one? I better put my glasses on. 14 karat. Oh, that's gorgeous. Super fine glitter, too. And sterling glitter. Now, one of the things that I want to tell you about these glitters is that these glitters are the exact same glitter that we use in our sparkle gel. So it's the same glitter, so the colors are going to be the same. So if you're using sparkle gel on your project and you want to add even more glitter to the sparkle gel, while it's still wet, you can pour some extra loose glitter on there, and that's going to thicken up the glitter for the sparkle gel. But for those of you that love doing loose glitter techniques, these are the 3 most popular glitter colors, especially over the holidays, but any time of the year. Gold, silver, and this holographic white. I think this is beautiful for snow, snowy cards, snowflakes, and of course gold and silver are always a hit. So if you haven't used glitter before, that's okay. I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can use glitter today, and then make sure that you head over to both Mindy's channel and Jennifer's channel to see what they have. Yes, we call our glitter Dazzle Dust. So pretty. All right, I'm not going to open these glitters because I have my glitters that I brought from home. And yeah, this is the perfect size. You don't need like, you know, well, I mean, some people do. Some people are very glittery and they love having a bigger glitter. But for me, I think these are a really good size. They don't take a lot of space up in your craft room, and you're definitely going to be able to have some fun with this. Okay, so one way that you can use glitter that's really fun, I'm going to show you these just on some cardstock here. So I am going to zoom in just a little bit so that we can get close. So there's lots of different ways to use glitter. Mindy is going to show you how to use it with adhesive sheets, which I think is really cool. But and I know Jennifer is going to come up with something amazing as well. I haven't seen Jennifer's video yet, but I know Jennifer and her engineering brain always comes up with something amazing. But one way that you can use loose glitter is to add a border of glitter to your card. And an easy way to do that is with double-sided adhesive tape. Now we have our Gina K Designs Terrific tape in 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, and 1/2 inch. But you can use any double-sided tape like score tape or red line tape, any kind of tape you want. So you can just do a little piece of tape. I'll do all 3 colors here so we can see them. So here I'm using the 1/8 of an inch tape, and I do have 3 different cards to show you today. One of them I'm going to make for you, and the other 2 I just made ahead of time. So I can't wait to show those to you. But when you're doing this technique, you want to make sure that you really burnish down the tape to make sure that it's really stuck to your paper. And then I'm going to pull off that little liner, and let's use the gold Dazzle Dust. So I'm going to pour a little gold Dazzle Dust on this tape. And then what I like to do is I like to actually press my finger down onto it. All right. And then I'll tell you something else that I do. Instead of worrying about the glitter like all over me, I use a Swiffer duster to wipe my hands and to wipe my space, and it really does help to get the glitter off of you and off of your space. Swiffer dusters are great to have on standby when you're doing foiling, so why not just go ahead and use them for this as well. All right, so we'll make sure that that's totally burnished in there.
I think I saw some of that on the cat last night.
Yeah, the cat was in the craft room with me, and he definitely got very bedazzled last night. But it was his own fault because he kept walking over my project. And, you know, if you're going to walk over the project, you're going to get glitter on you, right? All right, so then I will take my same Swiffer duster and I will just rub over the surface to remove any of the loose glitter, and then you have a beautiful glittered border. So if you just want to have a little bit of glitter And you don't want to mess with glues and stuff like that. These adhesive tape is fantastic. I know Mindy is using adhesive sheets for her technique today. And if you have adhesive sheets or you have any bigger adhesive types of things, that double-sided adhesive, you can also die cut your double-sided adhesive with shapes like circles and squares and hearts, and just add a little bit of glitter that way, you know, in a shape. Okay, so now I'm going to do the I'm going to do the 1/4 inch with another color, just so that you can see the difference in these colors. You can see the way that they look. And this is just a super fun way to use it. So yes, be prepared to get sparkly. You know, glitter, loose glitter's not for everyone, but I really felt like in a Christmas box, having something glittery and sparkly other than just the sequins was really necessary. And I know that some people love glitter and some people aren't thrilled with glitter. So if you're not thrilled with glitter, give it to one of your kids or grandkids. They'll use it with their nail polish. They'll use it in different ways, but maybe just give it a try and see how you like it. You can see I was able to clean up pretty well with just that Swiffer duster. But I have to tell you, it is really funny because one of the guys that works in our warehouse, Phil, he was the one that was, he was opening cases and cases of glitter. So he opened 15,000 jars of 15,000 glitters, all right? Because we did 5,000 boxes because it was our first year and we didn't know how many we would need, and we thought 5,000 would be a safe number. So we did 5,000 boxes. So we had 15,000 jars of glitter. And every day Phil would open boxes and he would tighten the lids to make sure that they wouldn't open. And then they packed them all in these little bags just in case something broke, that you wouldn't have glitter all over the inside of your box. And every day, poor Phil went home looking, I mean, you could see him from space. He was so glittery. It's so funny. But, you know, glitter is fun. I like it. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and glitter this one now. And I am going to press my finger down on that just to make sure I get it real pressed into that adhesive. And then I'm going to clean this back up by just, oh, I'm glittery now. It's okay though. I don't mind. I don't mind being glittery. I'm going to put this away. And then I'm going to get my Swiffer duster again just to clean up my mess. First, I'm going to just Swiffer dust over this and then off of my surface. And then off of my paper, just so I don't mix glitters. Okay. Now, you can see what that silver looks like. Oh, it's so pretty and so sparkly. Yes, we need to give a shout out to Phil because he definitely went out of here glowing every night. Everybody in the whole warehouse is like, we're not going to do glitter all the time, are we? I'm like, I don't know. It's kind of fun to see you guys sparkle and shine. Did you see Phil, Tom?
Yes, it's the safest walk to your car through the parking lot at night, right?
Yeah, you'll never get hit by a car because the headlights hit you and you're just sparkling away. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Swiffers work great. Okay, so now this is the last one. This is our 1/2 inch. And I'm going to go ahead, and it's exceptionally dry here in our office, so everything's a little more staticky. If you have a humidifier, the glitter is less apt to jump all over the place. All right, and here is the Dazzle Dust, the Starlight glitter. Alrighty, so same thing. Oh, I love this one. I really love this one. because this is just, it's harder to see on camera, which is quite a bummer because it is so, it's iridescent really. But it is absolutely stunning in person. It's just got that, it's perfect for snow. So anytime you want to add a tiny little bit of snow-capped, you do like little snow hills and stuff, and you know how we use a little gray ink or a little blue ink on the edges. You just take a little bit of glue and go right over the edge, and it will be absolutely stunning the way it sparkles. So here you can see that? I know you can see it, but it's just not as vibrant as it is in real life because it's holographic. So it you can see like iridescent blue and green in there too. So that's a fun way to add a little bit of a little bit of glitter to your project just by creating a little border. Now, another thing that you can do, which I really like doing, and I did it on one of my cards, is you can create sparkly embellishments using your glue. So some of you have stickles, and stickles is like a glitter glue. The one thing that I noticed though with the stickles, and maybe it's just me, maybe I'm not doing it right, but I find that once it dries, the little dots kind of sink. And with the Connect glue, for some reason, they don't sink. So I'm going to use some Connect glue here on some black cardstock, and I just want to show you how you can create this look. So just take your Connect glue in your fine tip bottle, and then where is my little, I like to start it just on a piece of scrap paper, just to make sure I don't have any air in the tip. And then you're going to just do little glue dots. So you can do big ones, like that. You can do medium-sized ones. You can do tiny ones, all the way down to whatever size you want. So you can see how you could decorate a snowflake. You could decorate around a greeting and add glitter to that. So I'll add a little bit of silver glitter to this. Now you can't use your Swiffer duster right away because they have to dry. But once they dry, look at how pretty they are. Sparkly little dots. And they sit up real nice and high. And then I did that on a snowflake card that I made, which I'm going to show you. I use the white though, so it's a little harder to see on the camera, but I will take a good high quality photograph. Ooh, my whole screen turned. Let's see, Tom. We need to fix that. Here's a white piece of paper. Can you fix that and make that look white? Oh my goodness. Our camera is set not to do that, so I don't know why it turned purple. I guess because I pulled that brown piece away. But you can see between these two, you can get so many different looks here. Oh, it's very ghoulish looking, isn't it? Maybe you can fix it up here on the camera, Tom. We might have to go to our 12 days screen or something. Because I don't know. Yeah. So Tom's going to come over here, and he's going to fix it. And in the meantime, are you going to fix it over here?
Try.
Okay. Let me move stuff. Yeah, that's weird. That hasn't happened before, but I would say that, things happen around here. Question, will the Dazzle Dust be available on your website? So the plan right now is the remaining Dazzle Dust that we have on our website you can get in there, or do you want to not? So Tom's going to get in here, and he's going to fix the camera. Are you changing the scene?
I'm going to try something.
Okay. All right, Tom's going to try something here. But the idea for the Dazzle Dust is we were going to put whatever remaining inventory, because remember I told you we always keep some inventory out when we do a kit, just to make sure if somebody's box goes missing or if somebody has something break, that we would, what we're going to do is sell that, the remaining inventory. And if it doesn't sell and nobody goes on the waiting list, then we probably won't bring it back. But if it does all sell out and we get people on the waiting list who want it, then we will bring it back. We're just not sure what you guys want, and we don't want to buy thousands and thousands of jars of glitter only to find out that it was fun as a gift and it was fun to play with, but the majority of you, you know, one jar of glitter you have in your collection lasts you a lifetime and you really don't want any more. So that is the plan. All right, so how's it look, Tom? It still looks kind of purple in the little box there.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, we're going to try to fix that overhead camera. And in the meantime, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do for my card today. So we have this big maple leaf cover plate. And first of all, I want to do a big shout out to Brianne Loveland because I know she is in the comments. So Brianne, thank you so much for being here and linking things for people. I know that that's really, really helpful. So we have this maple leaf cover plate. And this one I'm going to use today, and I'm going to show you a way that you can create glitter in here without having it everywhere. Now, I can't necessarily do that using adhesive sheets, because if I cut this out with an adhesive sheet, all the parts that I want glittered are going to fall out. So I have to do this a little bit differently. Yes, mood lighting. It's getting better. It's getting better. So what I did was I cut 2 of them already. So let's start with the 2 that I cut already. I wonder if this brown paper is the culprit here. Let's get rid of the brown paper and see if that works better. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some Connect glue, and I am going to glue these 2 panels together because I want this to be my frame that's going to go on top of my card. So let me put my glasses on. All right. And then to do this, I'm going to go around the perimeter here. I'm going to do the bottom at the very end, but I'm going to go around the perimeter. And then I'm just going to come up through the center of the maple leaf. And then I'm just going to go around the perimeter of the maple leaf, just to make sure the whole leaf stays tacked down. And then, all right, then I'm going to do up each of like the veins of the leaves here, just to make sure that those stay tacked down. And I might do a couple dots here and there, but I don't know that I need it on this one. Maybe just a couple spaces if there's some big open spaces. Okay, now I'm going to go across the bottom here, and then I'm just going to do like a real light. See how light? I'm going to turn this into the light so you can see this. But can you see that little zigzaggy pattern that I did there? It's real light. You don't need a ton of glue. If you use more glue than that, it's going to warp, and we don't want the paper to warp. And then I'm going to glue these 2 together. So I'm going to start up here at the top corner and make sure that those are good. And then I'm going to go to this other corner and make sure those 2 are good. Once those 2 corners are good, that's pretty much going to make sure everything else lines up. So I'm going to go ahead and just press all of that down. I wanted to thicken up this frame a little bit. Make sure that there's no little shards around the perimeter there. Okay. All right, that's looking pretty good. So now my next step is going to be to die cut Where'd my die cutting machine go? Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm going to die cut another one of those leaves. So let me zoom out a little bit. Maybe if I zoom out, the color will be a little less purple. We'll see. We'll see. It's a little glowy today, I would say, but we're doing our best. Okay, so now I'm going to cut one of these. Now, one of the things about these types of dies, and I saw somebody in our group talking about that they were having a little bit of trouble, even with the intricate, cutting a very intricate die, and this die is a little bit more intricate. So what I like to do is I like to actually lay the die on its back, blade side up. So here's the blade side. I'm putting it on its back, blade side up, and I'm angling it a little bit. Then I'm going to put my cardstock on top, and then I'm going to put my plate on there. All right, so this is cutting blade side up toward the cutting mat. Otherwise, I usually cut blade side down this way, but blade side up for some reason gives me a better impression. And then I have the machine set to die cut, and I have it turned up to the -3 mark. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and run that through, and then I'm going to run it back through again. Yeah, this cover plate is pretty nice. Now, if for any reason you feel like it didn't cut out enough, I think this did cut out enough because you can see these pieces are just falling out. However, if you're not sure, better safe than sorry, go ahead and run it through one more time. Yeah, printable sticker paper, that might work. The thing about yeah, because then you could use the back of the sticker paper to tack down to your card. Yeah, so sticker paper would work as well. That's good. Right, the Krampus is messing with us today, messing with our white balance. Probably the only thing we could do is turn the camera on and off again, but I don't know if we would just lose the whole live if we did that, so we don't want to mess with it. This isn't too bad, actually. This looks white to me. And this looks gray, and so it looks good. We'll leave it that way. So you can see how nicely that cut. It cut really nicely. And then again, with these more intricate plates, just like the ornate frame that you got, a lot of times if you just drop it, almost all of the little pieces will fall out. And there you go. It's all clean. So there we go. And then sometimes if I get a lot of shards of paper on my mat and it's real staticky in here, I just use the plate kind of like I'm chopping onions and putting them into the plate, into the pan. That works really well too. It's a good way to get rid of all your little shards of paper. Okay, so I'm scared to not have something in the scene all the time here. We will get that fixed though for tomorrow. So we apologize for the ghoulish inconvenience. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut another panel. And I'm just going to cut that with my paper cutter, but for all of our cover plates, you can use master layouts too, because we designed all of our cover plates to be 3.5 inches by 4 3/4 inches, just like the frame that you just got in your box. And so if you want to cut a back panel, you can use the larger rectangle in master layouts too, and it will give you the perfect layering piece. But I'm going to use just a regular piece of cardstock here, and I'm going to cut it using my paper cutter. Okay, so first I'm just going to cut it in half. Now I'm going to cut this at, normally it would be 3.5 inches. I'm going to go up to 3 5/8 inches. And then this would be 4 3/4 inches, and I'm going to go up to 4 7/8 inches. And that should give me the perfect frame. So let's take a look and see if I cut it right. It looks like I did cut it right. Yeah, that looks really good. So now what I'm going to do next is I am going to glue this down onto my black panel. Oh no, you destroyed a stamp because you tried to die cut it by mistake? You know, that's a bummer. That can happen sometimes. We work with a lot of things that are not necessarily easy to see, right? Clear stamps, tiny little die cuts. Sometimes those things happen. Well, hopefully it wasn't like the most important stamp in the set. Sometimes, you know, with every stamp set, companies generally have a little bit of extra space and they put a few fillers in there that work with the set but aren't like the main image. So maybe it was one of those. I will hope that that was the case. Okay. So I'm doing the same thing again. I went around the perimeter of the leaf, and then I want to make sure that I go across the bottom and then do my little zigzaggy super fine line. And really, when I say it's a fine line, I'm doing it like this. Can you see that? It's like all spaced out. There's like nothing there. You really don't want to go too big with that. All right. I'll just flip that over. Okay. So now let's make sure we don't have anything stuck to the surface of this. And I'm going to go ahead and drop this down. Now, because this is all gluey on the background and I don't want to shift around too much, I'm going to make sure that it looks even along the top and the sides. And if it looks even along the top and the sides, I think I should be pretty good to go. So I'm going to put that down there. Like that. And then the rest should look pretty good. There we go. Now we can really see that. Okay. Now, I played around with a couple different ways to put glue onto this leaf last night. And one of the things that I found that worked really well was a paintbrush. And it doesn't matter if you go outside the lines. And this is a great technique if you are a glitter lover and you want to do certain areas in one color and certain areas in another. Let's say you have yellow glitter and you have green glitter and you have like copper glitter and you want this to be an autumn leaf and you want to have all the different colors, almost make it look like stained glass. You couldn't really get that effect with a sheet of adhesive because you wouldn't be able to control where you put those colors, right? So in this case, I'm going to try to mix silver and gold. I don't know how well it will show up. I think you can see the difference pretty well between the silver and gold on the screen. So let's try it and see how it goes. But what I found last night was if I took a little piece of cardstock and I squeezed glue out onto the cardstock, and then I used a paintbrush, and this is the same paintbrush I used last night. Our glue is water-based, so you can wash it out of the paintbrush when you're done, and it is totally fine. It's super soft again. So I just am going to put glue into different little spots here, and I'm just going to skip. I'm like painting it on there. And you want to do a little bit at a time, okay? You don't want to like, because the glue is going to start to dry and you want that glue to be kind of wet and a little bit thick to grab the glitter. So if it's looking too thin, just add more. And then, let me get a piece of cardstock here for this. We'll start with the gold. So I'm going to put some gold on here. so I've got gold there. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to do some more. And again, I'm just kind of alternating, and I'm not worried about it looking like messy. It's okay if it looks messy, like if it's outside of the lines, because we're going to fix that when we put our frame on top. Right, so there we go. So this is a great technique to go through. I know that there are people here who have 27 different colored glitters because you bought a set and they came in all the colors, or at one time you were really into glitter and then you haven't used it for a while. You got to try this technique of just mixing. And we do have quite a few cover plates that this would work really well on. Okay. So I know it looks messy, but we're not going to worry that it's too messy. So this is kind of fun. So this just kind of, if you're like a very precise artist with a paintbrush, you might not like this. This might feel uncomfortable to you because it is so like gloppy and all over the place. But if you're like me, this is like a godsend because I'm not a precise artist when it comes to a paintbrush. So this is really fun for me, and I know it's going to look good in the end, so I'm not concerned about my messiness. All right. There we go. So I'm trying to think of some of the other embossing or not embossing folders, other cover plates that we have. We have a mandala one that's really beautiful that this would be a really fun technique on. Mindy used some today in her video that you'll get to see, and the ones that she used are great for the adhesive technique, but if you wanted to like segment out different colors, you could use this technique instead. So once I get this gold on here, then maybe it'll be time for a word of the day. Let me finish the gold first. Now the other thing is, I know we're working with glitter today, but you could do this same technique with embossing powder if you wanted to have embossing powder in just certain areas. You could do it with glue, because embossing powder will stick to the glue. You can also do this technique with fuse foiling gel. If you have a stencil, you could do you could stencil fuse foiling gel and then pour loose glitter on it, and it will look really beautiful. In my original video, when I was introducing the thermoweb foiling gel, the transfer gel, I did that technique using a Tim Holtz stencil, and it came out really beautiful. So I can try to find that video for you and link it in this video so that you can see it.
Just curious, can you also, if you want to do something like this, put the sparkle on the cut pieces and then paper piece it back?
Yeah, you definitely could. I think the easiest way to do that would be maybe to use the technique that Mindy is going to show today and then die cut it. And so all the pieces will fall out glittered. That might be a little bit easier than trying to gather up all those little pieces and glue them and foil them, or glue them and glitter them. All right, so now we're going to move on to silver. So let's try the silver. In my original one, I just did gold, but I want to see how it looks mixed. I think it's going to look really pretty. And I think you would get even maybe a better effect if you added a few more colors in here. It's definitely a stained glass look. But gold and silver are so elegant, and they're really elegant together. So that's a new trend too in jewelry, I noticed. I just bought some earrings that are half gold and half silver, and I think that's pretty cool because I like both, and sometimes I want to wear a silver bracelet with a gold necklace, and having earrings to tie it all in together is kind of cool.
Do you sell the brush you're using?
We do have some of these water brushes on our website, I believe.
Another question, do you seal the glitter in with glossy accents or leave them rough?
I just leave it rough. I think part of the fun of a glitter card is that when the person opens it, they get a little glittery. But that's just me. You can seal it if you prefer to seal it. I'm going to give you a glitter card this year, Tom, so you can sparkle all day on Christmas.
All day.
All day long.
It stays with you the whole day.
It stays with you.
And into the night.
They call glitter the herpes of craft products because you keep it forever. Oh my goodness. Oh, I hope your mom's not watching right now. Hi, Mom.
No, she's watching a show. She went to a Christmas show.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh my goodness. It's so funny. All right, we're getting there.
All right, are you ready for something special?
Maybe.
Word of the day.
Ooh, I'm always ready for a word of the day.
You didn't connect those two, did you?
No.
All right. Well, I've got a word of the day. But before we do that, I thought, I don't know how long we've been doing words of the day, and it's amazing that we're still doing words of the day. But I just thought for this auspicious occasion, halfway through our 12 days of Christmas, that we needed a little something to bring in the word of the day with a little bit more pizzazz. You okay with that?
I don't know.
You don't know
I
yet.
don't know what's coming, so I don't know if I should be okay with it. What do you mean?
Here is my little intro today to the Word of the Day segment of the Gina K Stamp and Chat. Ready?
I'm ready.
Word of the day, oh hey, hooray, let's laugh it up, don't delay. Word of the day, it's here to stay.
Yes! It's Word of the Day time.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
The 12 days of Christmas. All right.
Oh my goodness. That was interesting.
I've got a long version too.
You do?
But I'll stop here.
Oh, no.
All right, today's word of the day. And for those of you who have no idea what the word of the day is, just hang in there. Let's see, are we dropping off here?
The people leaving.
Yeah. Where the word of the day is just a silly distraction from the important stuff here on the craft and world of Gina K. Okay, and we just do silly words and word play. So today's word of the day. So if you go to your holiday party, company party, and there's a really big muscle-bound Swedish guy who had a little bit too many hot toddies, and he's getting loud and obnoxious and insulting people, then you have a sighting of a rude Dolph. That's a holiday sighting of Rudolph. Rude Dolph.
Word of the day. Hip hip hooray.
Word of the day, oh hey, hooray. Let's laugh it up, don't delay. Word of the day, it's here to stay.
Back. Way back.
Oh my
really
God.
fast. To the dead space.
Oh man. Well, nobody can compete with you, Tom, with the word of the day. That's for sure. That's so awesome. Oh, all right. Well, I'm just going to make my meager card over here. What's a Dolph? I think Dolph would be like a Swedish name. Right, Tom?
Yes, the most famous Dolph is Dolph Lundgren, who was in all the action hero movies back with Sylvester Stallone.
Ah. All right, so there you go. A rude Dolph. Oh, that's so funny. All right, I do like your theme song, and I think we'll use that sparingly.
Understood.
Okay, so I am adding now that frame that I made earlier where I doubled up on it. I'm adding glue to the back of this now. And you can see my leaf it's pretty messy looking here, but that's okay. It's all right if it's messy looking right now because we're going to clean it up with this frame on top. Okay, so we'll put a little bit of glue down here, down the sides, and my little squiggly line going across. So I think I got that all. Let's make sure. Okay, so now, oh, I got a little glue on here, but I'll use my mono sand eraser for that. So now we're going to line this up on top. And that is just going to clean everything up so nicely. There we go. You can see everything got nice and cleaned up. And look how pretty that looks now. We'll get rid of that. Let me get my mono sand eraser. It's just a little glue that was on the flip side of the table there. And look how nice that looks now. It's so cleaned up. It's silver and gold. And then once this all completely dries, I'll just go in there with my Swiffer duster and remove all of the excess glitter. So isn't that a fun way to add glitter to a cover plate? You can be as messy as you want. And if there's any little parts that are sticking up, you can go in there with a little bit of glue and just tack that down, and that'll stay down. Actually, I don't think any glue came out when I did that. So let's squeeze a little bit here, and we'll add a little bit under there. I think I missed that little edge. There we go. All right, so look how pretty that is. And again, we'll just take a Swiffer duster to get rid of the excess. And that is a really fun way to add glitter. I really like glitter. I think glitter is fun. I don't use it all the time because sometimes I don't feel like getting that messy, and I use other things like sparkle gels, sparkle pastes, foil. But every once in a while, you just want that real glitter look. And you can't add foil to like tiny little areas like this. You just can't. You just can't do this with even a gel or a paste. You have to go in the different segments and add the individual spots to mix colors like that. So it is messy, but it is really pretty. And so let me show you a finished card that I made. I'm just going to put this over here. I think I threw away my dot piece, but you guys will remember the dots that we did. Let me show you a finished card that I made. And I just made mine all in gold. So the one that I made at home didn't take me quite as long because I didn't have to be so precise with my areas. But here's the gold one, all in gold that I made. And I just used the word thankful from the Ornate Birds stamp set. And I added a gold pearl there because I thought that was a perfect spot for something. So I stuck a big gold pearl there, and then I used some of the small metallic gold pearls. They all come, you can get all small ones, or you can get a mix of small, medium, and large. So I used the small, medium, and large set here to add the little gold accents. But isn't that fun, all in gold? And then also the technique that I showed today, mixing the two different colors there. So then let's look at some other cards I made. Now, again, I used the iridescent, the starlight one for these cards, so they might be a little harder to see, but I'm going to show them to you anyway. For this one, I used the Snowflake Kisses stamp set, and I used one of the greetings from our little tiny tag sentiments that you got in your box. I used Master Layouts 18, and I used our Sea, Sun, and Sky stencil to add those clouds, and I used the spatter stamp from the Seasonal Patterns and Phrases to make it look snowy, and I stamped that in light spruce. And then, can you see the glitter? I did glitter in their hats, and I did glitter in the little tops of their hats, the little balls there. And I also did glitter along the snow lines. So I think you can see it there, that glitter right along the snow lines. So it's so easy to do with a fine tip bottle because you just draw the thinnest little line of glitter along those hills. You can fill in just the little segments. I did every other segment, so the ones in between are plain. And then I just did a little dot onto the tops of their hats, the little balls. So hopefully you can see that on there. And then I made one more card last night. I used the set called Blizzard and this snowflake, and I don't know if you can see, but I did that drop technique that I showed you in the beginning where I just did balls of glue. And then I used the iridescent starlight dazzle dust on there. And it gave me that little bit of sparkle. Now what I'll do is I will post in our Facebook group actual little videos of each of these moving so you can see the glitter in them. And I'll also post still pictures of them, and I'll get real close to the area so that you can see what that looks like. But I just used that, and I used Master Layouts 20. I wanted to make a big 5x7 card with this snowflake because it's such a nice big snowflake. I just put a little soft stone cardstock behind that element from Master Layouts 20. And I used our little crystal clear sequins that you also got in the box. And then I used a greeting from this same stamp set, the Snowflake Kisses. I thought that was like a perfect greeting for this big snowflake, sending warm winter hugs. So there are some ideas for using your glitter. Now don't forget, today we also have Jennifer McGuire, who I know her video is going to be brilliant. I can't wait to watch it. And then we have Mindy Egan, who's going to show you a whole other way to use cover plates with adhesive. It's an amazing video. You got to watch it. And wow. So Dazzle Dust, 3 different colors, gold, silver, and starlight. Starlight, 14 karat, and sterling. Something fun to play with all of the different wintry stamps that you have in your collection. You might even add a couple little embellishments to some of the tags you've already made with this. So I hope you enjoy this. Just something fun and different. All right. Well, what do you think, Tom? Do you like this technique? It looks like stained glass, doesn't it?
It's very refreshing.
Yeah. I love that.
Yes.
And then again, just take your Swiffer duster and you can dust the rest of the glitter out of there. All right. Well, we're going to give away a $100 gift card too, so don't go away. And you can also trade that gift card in for a 12 days box if you didn't get the box, so stay tuned for that. But before we do that, if you liked today's video, and we certainly hope that you did, if you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and all notifications so you never miss another video. Then later, like I said, I'll be posting pictures in our Facebook group. If you're not part of our Facebook group, we'd love to have you over there. It's a place where you will find all Gina K Designs inspiration. It's called Gina K Designs and Stamp TV Friends. So come on over and join us over there. We've got close to 50,000 members, and we would love to have you there too. Then, if you didn't see one of Brianne's links, and Brianne Loveland, thank you so much for everything that you do for us. We appreciate you so much. Always, always, we love you. But if you missed one of her links and you're looking for something that I used here today, you can find everything that I used over on our website at ginakdesigns.com. All right, Tom, it's time. Let's give away a $100 gift card. You ready?
All right. Drummer, please. Drum roll. Today's winner, day 6. Winner is Chi-Town Gal 749. C-H-I Town Gal 749.
All right, Chi-Town gal. Make sure you, if you could drop your name in the chat, that would be awesome. And then all you have to do is send your name and your email address over to info@ginakdesigns.com, and we will send you a $100 gift card, or you could tell them that you want what's behind door number 2, which is a 12 Days of Christmas box, and we will get that out to you. All right, everybody. Well, Tom and I will be back again tomorrow at noon Central Time. It will be day 7. We're going to be revealing our day 7 gift, and we can't wait to share that moment with you and some fun projects that I'm going to create tonight. In the meantime, everybody, stay safe and healthy. We love you all so very much, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
Word of the day, oh hey, hooray, let's laugh it up, don't delay. Word of the day, it's here to stay.
Bye, everybody.